Item 10D, adopt a resolution amending the Community Services Activity Guide advertisement policy and receive report on the draft redesigned Community Services Activity Guide.
Okay, good evening, Honorable Mayor and the members of the City Council. My name is Danielle Brewer, and I am the Community Services Superintendent. Before you tonight is a policy revision recommendation regarding advertisement in the Activity Guide and a draft redesign of the Community Services Activity Guide. Following the release of the most current Activity Guide, staff received a number of questions from City Council regarding one of the advertisements placed by a Belmont-based arcade and mobile video game truck. While the business is recreational in nature, it does not fully comply with the current advertisement policy and should not have been included in the guide. Staff was asked to revisit the policy with the Parks and Recreation Commission. The department reviewed the advertisement policy approved by City Council in 2009. The Community Services Activity Guide is the only form of city public information that allows advertisements from businesses. The current policy allowed San Bruno-based businesses and community groups to advertise in the Activity Guide for a fee if space was available. The current policy is silent on the location of where advertisements can be placed. The new policy, or the recommended policy, will not allow on front or back cover or on the inside covers. Staff reviewed the current advertisement policy and brought it to the Parks and Recreation Commission for their review and input. The Commission unanimously passed a motion to recommend to the City Council that the policy be amended to allow only advertisement from San Bruno-based community and service groups when the space allows, and to discontinue accepting advertisements from local businesses. Staff has contacted the Chamber of Commerce and businesses who have consistently advertised in the guide to advise them of the revision policy and that it will be considered this evening by the City Council. The advertisement would be standardized to a quarter-page portrait orientation, and the fee would be $75 per advertisement. Space would be available on a rolling schedule, meaning that no group could have space in 2 consecutive guides if multiple organizations were requesting space and space was limited. As part of the policy, only advertisements suitable for viewing by all ages would be permitted. That means that advertisements may not include a display of tobacco or alcohol products, political messages, or advertised programs that may compete with other city programs and city-offered programs. Staff is also pleased to provide the City Council this evening with the sample pages of the new look for the Activity Guide. The Community Services Activity Guide is distributed 3 times yearly and includes programs, services, classes, and events offered by the city. The current design of the guide was developed 10 years ago, and a new design is now needed to help keep the layout and information fresh to the readers. Staff welcomes comments and suggestions regarding the new draft design before you tonight. The Parks and Recreation Commission Chair Mike Palmer is here, and so are we, staff, to answer any questions you may have.
Good. Any questions of staff at this time? Ken?
You say it's a quarter page, and the samples, you don't have a sample of an ad, so, and you say it's portraits, so is that, it's almost rectangular, right?
Correct. It would be at the bottom.
Yeah. But it's almost taller than it is wide.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. All right. And how will, not that we have to do a big marketing campaign, but how will be the standard marketing of ads for each subsequent issue?
The standard advertising to the organizations and the community groups?
Yeah, community, no. Any business that wants to advertise it, how will they know that it's available? They'll have to know from previous advertisements or just contact the city? Is there going to be a notification to the community that there's advertising available in this publication?
So no businesses would be able to advertise. So it wouldn't be any businesses that we would send out information to, but all of our community groups that we have in
I'm sorry.
town,
Okay.
we would send out.
Okay.
So, and I meet with most of those groups on a bi-yearly basis, and so, and email them nonstop. So I would be able to get the word out.
I missed that, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Anything else, Rico?
Real quick, Danielle, and you already kind of said it, I thought it was already included about the front and the back, but you clarified that it will now be clearly stated, maybe just, I saw the back, but I'm glad that you clarified that, and so that will be on the new draft.
Correct.
Thank you.
Good. Anything else?
If I could just add, I was just, I think I might have overreacted, but I was the one that complained about that one business, and I just thought that inside cover, full color inside cover should be reserved for a community event that's coming up in that season. And I would like staff to really consider, promoting like the holidays on that inside cover, or Community Day in the park, those sort of things, and as they come in each season. Other than that, yeah, I'm in favor of what the commission said.
Okay. You're asking for an introduction of a resolution?
I'll introduce it.
Councilmember Ibera.
Aye.
Councilmember O'Connell.
Aye.
Councilmember Medina.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Salazar.
Aye.
Mayor Ruane.
Aye.